Hi, my name is Paul Friedman. I'm the founder of the Marriage Foundation, and hopefully you're one of our, at this moment, over 27,000 subscribers. And if not, I think that you will find this approach to marriage appealing and you'll want to subscribe to the channel. It's our desire to help people with their marriages. That's our only function here. It's our only desire is to help you with your marriage, not to show off what we know or to be better than other people, but to help you. And in doing that, a lot of it, almost all of it, is educational. And so you even take a topic like this one, which is importance of dating in marriage. I'm going to repeat that. Importance of dating in marriage. And, you know, I was around long before I started doing this. Over 20 years ago, I was a divorce mediator, and I used to help people get a divorce. And before then, I was married too. And this kind of topic, I knew what to expect. I would hear people talking about how important it is to keep the magic alive, keep the excitement. Dating has you dressing up and treating each other better and all of that. And I have nothing against it. Dating is fun, whether you're married or you're not married yet. Dating is fun, but is it important in a marriage? And the answer is no, it's not. In fact, and I don't want to say it's a distraction, but thinking that it is important is a distraction. Why? Because thinking it's important is suggesting that just being in a state of marriage, and I'm going to get into that, is not enough. Where the truth of the matter is that the state of marriage, what is the state of marriage? The state of marriage is intended to be happiness, right? You get married to be happy, and love, like you cannot experience anywhere else. Think about love. You love your kids, unconditionally, you'll say. But that unconditional love is not 100% unconditional because you're compelled by the survival instinct to love your children. But when you chose to marry your soulmate, and they are your soulmate, there was no such compulsion. You're not related to them yet. Hopefully, you're not related to them yet. You've met them again in this huge universe. They're the ones who you met, and you experienced that spark of recognition and love, and you committed yourself to them, to love them. To love them with all of your heart, mind, and soul is what you said. But it's not what you did, is it? What happened was, and it's not your fault, I'm not blaming you, don't get me wrong. You see, we teach about marriage, but in order to teach about marriage, we also have to teach about you. You're a soul. You don't have one, you are one. You have a body and you have a mind. You're a human being, you have a soul. And as such, you also have that body. And that body is driven by the drive to survive, isn't it? We know life by its drive to survive. That's how we know it's alive. It wants to procreate, it wants to survive, it wants to eat, it wants oxygen, whatever it takes. And that transfers over to the mind. And so that gets in the way of love. And we allow it. Because we've never been taught to master the mind so that our true self, our soul, which is love itself, can be expressed, much less in marriage. In fact, the opposite happens. When we get married, we start taking each other for granted, don't we? We have expectations of our partner, but not of ourselves. It kind of slips. We say, oh yeah, of course, I have to do my part too. How noble of you. But that's not really what is taking place. What's really taking place is you're going Does he love me? Does she love me? Why is she critical of me? Why is he critical of me? Don't they realize? And it becomes I, me, mine. That's how we actually live. What's really taking place does not define you as evil by any means. It defines you as someone who doesn't understand how the mind operates, how the body operates, and how you, the soul, are so influenced by those two that you, as the soul, don't manifest even in your marriage. And you got married. One of my better definitions of marriage is that it's a spiritual path that we individually take with our soulmate. Isn't that beautiful? Because what is a spiritual path? It's a quest for ultimate love. What is marriage? It's a quest for ultimate love and joy. And so this is what marriage is all about. And when you start thinking about the importance of dating and marriage, you're missing the essence of marriage. And your focus should be on that, not on the superficial stuff that brings you temporary happiness, because those kinds of happiness, they're fleeting. They don't last. You should be waking up every single morning with your heart bursting with love because you have learned how to cultivate it. Bursting with devotion because you learned how to cultivate it. You become more and more you the soul. Now, I teach this somewhat in the books that I've written. Obviously, watching these videos is very helpful. And also, if your marriage is in trouble, you want to take the course either for men or for women. Yes, we separate them because genders do make a difference. And you need to learn all about marriage. You know, if you get a brand new car and you're so happy, well, look at this. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to relate a video I saw many years ago where this kid in a very wealthy family was given a Maserati. I think it was a Maserati. And his father was filming this kid driving the Maserati for the first time. And literally within seconds, that kid wrapped that car around the tree. Here he had arguably one of the finest driving machines in the world, but he didn't know how. You have marriage, which is one of the most incredible institutions, one of the most beautiful creations, gifts that God has given us. And there's over a 50% divorce rate because people don't know how. You got to learn how. It's important to learn how. And the result is that you benefit from this knowledge because now you start learning and applying. And pretty soon you're dancing on clouds. Things happen to you in the world and you go, when I'm married to my soulmate, I feel love, I feel joy. Because that's where it's at. That's why you got married. You got married to make your wife or your husband number one because you couldn't contain the love you felt for them. Dating's not going to bring that back. Now, dating's not going to hurt you if you have that. But to imagine that's somehow going to replace the reality that I've just described, it won't. It won't. You'll fail. You'll fail. So, again, I'm Paul Friedman. I hope you like this video. And I hope you're one of the subscribers. And whether you're clergy or a therapist or a marriage coach, or you just want to become part of the TMF team, TMF, the Marriage Foundation. I can't train counselors the way I used to one-on-one. We've gotten too big, and I want too many. I want hundreds, thousands of you. And so I'm creating a course. We're going to create a community. We're going to support the community. Everyone who learns and is certified is going to operate the same way pretty much. We're going to have protocols, and here's how you do it. Here's how you take a person from this place to the right path on their marriage journey. And so let us know. Go to the website and go to the contact our customer support and say, you know, I'm interested. When you have this on the website, let me know, and I'll see if I want to sign up. And so I want you. I appreciate you. And thank you for spending time with me. God bless you. God bless your marriage. And I really hope this has been beneficial for you. So God bless and take care. Take care. Thank you.